see by a show of hands how many people already know what Startup Weekend is. Startup Weekend. All right, great, we have a few people. So Startup Weekend is a 54-hour competition where you basically pitch and then create a viable business over that weekend. You're given a team, you're given a business coach, you're given the support, we give you 7 meals, and you learn how to go from idea to business in 54 hours, and then at the end, you pitch those ideas with a pitch deck, a great looking one, and then if you win, you get in-kind prizes. So I'm gonna ask a few more questions of you guys, but I'm gonna let Allen talk a little bit about it.
Thank you. I am really fired up to find out about, so many people here do not know about Startup Weekend. It's been spun, it was created by Mark Nager way back when, and that's sort of the history of it. It was eventually bought out, it's become a private company. They do funding of small businesses and tech startup developments. But Startup Weekend is now simply a piece of that to help people become entrepreneurs. And while the bow focuses on the fact that it is a competition, you do build a team and compete against the other teams and have a panel of judges at the end. It's also a cooperation, because when you walk in on Friday night as an individual with an idea you think might be a good business and pitch that idea, what you then find is other like-minded people in the room. And maybe you think, oh, that's sort of like my idea, maybe we team up. And you see how these ideas kind of coalesce around a central core that allows you to cooperate. I kind of focus on the cooperation side of it. That allows you to cooperate with a few other individuals. So 50 people show up on a weekend, and we get 10 teams of 5 or something like that. And then we don't decide that. That's self-selected members that show up. They like, oh, I want to work with that person. They build those teams and then start the process. That's just Friday night. And then Saturday all day, you've got the process of building the business, whether that's around a product or an idea or a process that's patentable or something like that. Any of those types of things. Work on the idea, learn about market fit, helping customers, which is really what entrepreneurs do. They find a need and they fill it. So how does your solution fit somebody's need? Then on Sunday, you kind of polish that up. We have people that come in and talk about how to do presentations. But when I say that, it's don't think in your mind like a classroom situation or even a seminar. There's a coach that will come to your team when you're ready, and you say, hey, all right, we're ready to put our presentation together. What do we need to do? What are the key steps? How do we influence people? And they will answer your specific questions for your team. So it's very much different than, it's not a lecture environment at all. It's a hands-on building a business from idea to product in one weekend. Again, it's a rough sketch, lean canvas model. If you're anybody familiar with the lean canvas models for building businesses, a couple of folks. Yeah, so we use that method and bring that to the table to help you understand what your business is. And with that, once you filled out your lean canvas, presented your ideas, win or lose, you're going to walk away with some great ideas and have learned something about how the full process works from idea to business. And then it might take you another few months or even a couple of years to put that business together. But that seed can be created right there in a weekend. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and let you guys answer questions.
So a couple of things I want to make sure to mention is it can't be an idea that you previously worked on. So if there's something in the back of your mind or you have a few ideas you've been kicking around but you've never actually worked on a team with it, that's great. We can use that. You can't come there with like 5 of your friends and say, we want to work in a team. It doesn't work like that either. You're going to be separated. So I know some of you thinking, I'm going to walk in there with my app developer friend and this friend and that friend, we're going to kill it. You can't do that. So that's a rule. Unfortunately, also, we cannot accommodate certain disabilities. We won't have a translator. We can't accommodate deaf or non-seeing people, but we do have wheelchair access. So I just want to make sure, because of things that have happened in the past, We will have discounts for UTA students, but we also will be inviting students from all over. So you'll be competing against TCU students, TCC students, everywhere we can find them, okay? So how many of you have actually gotten up and pitched one of your business ideas? Okay, a couple of you guys. How many of you would be interested in learning how to pitch an idea in front of investors? Okay, so that's the type of experience that we're going to provide for you, and it's really top-notch. I mean, when you come there, you're gonna think one thing, and you can bring your idea, but I promise you it'll change about 2 or 3 times before the competition is over, and you will walk out of there much stronger, wiser, more knowledgeable person who will really correct your mindset about how you think this goes, because that's the way the judges are going to judge you. It's not like a fish tank, a Shark Tank type of environment. They're not gonna, they're not gonna do that to you. It's kind of like a dolphin tank, okay? They're gonna give gentle suggestions and things like that. And they really aren't there to critique you in a negative way. So it's all positive and it's really, really fun too. So save the date. It's gonna be March 27th through the 29th. And tickets will be available soon. And Courtney will have that information. And you'll see us around. We're gonna be coming around and answering you guys' questions and just getting familiar with you guys. So does anybody have any questions?
Did you say March 27th through 29th?
Yes.
It's not a weekend.
It is, isn't it?
It is this year. That's our plan.
I know that is. Well, that's when it's set, the 27th through the 29th.
Friday through Sunday.
Friday through Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have to stay the whole time. Some people think, oh, is it one of those things like you have to stay the entire time and whoever stays the longest wins? It's not like that. So you can come and go as you please. Sometimes people come in and they start on something and then they leave the rest to somebody else. They have to go work or something. And last year, we had a few people who worked on teams by themselves. However, this year we're not trying to go that way. We really want to have the experience of working with a team because that's how it's going to be in real life. I mean, at first you start off as an entrepreneur by yourself, but when you start to have that growth, you will have to learn how to collaborate with other people. We want you to have that experience. Yes?
You said you win in-kind services?
So, last year, okay, the prizes every year always depend on who our sponsors are and what they want to award us with. Last year, the sponsors gave office space for 6 months in Common Grounds. I don't know if you've heard that. Common Grounds is actually where we're going to have the cocktail winners meeting and pitch night. That's what we're calling it, right? Pitch night on that Sunday night. It's an industrial, like beautiful, high-tech office space. They won 6 months there. It's very expensive. Some people won legal services. They won marketing. So it all depends on what we have offered this year. And that is all to like just allow you like some tools that'll help you in developing that idea. And it's not like anybody's watching you to say, you gotta keep working on this. Where are you on this? You're supposed to be at this milestone here. If you wanna change your idea and work on something else, that's up to you. Anybody else?
Who gets the ideas?
So this is how it works. All right, let's just imagine if we're right here, right?
Ownership, what if there's incredibly, this planet's aligned and here's an incredibly
Oh, it's
profitable
your
business
business.
idea.
Yeah, okay.
It's your business.
Yeah, that's the bottom line right there. It's your business. Sort of my favorite analogy for that is people that have a good story idea. It's usually boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl back, and the execution is what's important. So I have seen I've been through 6 now, 7 startup weekends. I've seen lots of ideas. It takes real determination, like any business, to put in the time. And a lot of times it won't be the same 5 or 6 people that you were on the weekend with. As a matter of fact, I know a couple. She's, no, not a couple. The couple of leaders, right, they took their two ideas and merged them together, came up with one business on a startup weekend. She ran with that business. It's up and running now, 2 years later. He went back to his original idea, took what he learned and applied it to that. His business is up and running. So,
You're not legally bound
Yeah.
to, if you guys come up with a business that you really like and you wanna run with it, it's not like you're legally bound to go into a partnership. That's not something that everybody wants to do. You know, that's something that you can sort out with your teammates later.
yeah, and Techstars and the startup weekend, they don't keep, it's not like they're keeping it.
But it's a great circle that you're going to be pitching in on that Sunday night, because you'll be surrounded by Fort Worth's, like some of Fort Worth's most influential people in the entrepreneur world. So right here we have a lot of great influencers and a lot of people with great resources, and they can help you. They really can. We may not have a huge, large turnout, but the quality of the attendees that come there can really help you take your business to the next level. Anybody else?
Are there certain standards to the product or whatever your idea is? Is it something, not necessarily like a rubric, but you want something that, not only profits, but benefits the community, something that's actually, that you can actually realize, or certain standards, or just any idea that you have?
So when you have to make your presentation, your coach is going to go through all those things that you should touch on. And we found that those businesses that know how to touch on all those important key points and, revenue and projections and all that stuff, if you're good at doing your research on the market and all of that, the analytics and the logistics behind it, that's really important too. So, yeah. Mhm.
So everything she just said, absolutely. In general terms, like last year in March, the March event was hosted at UNT Health Science Center last year in March. And they the organizers and the venue, we all agreed, let's make it a health-focused idea, right? All right, and so we marketed it that way. We invited people to come that way. People knew what they were getting into, that it was going to be a health-focused idea. One of the gentlemen there, I guess he missed that part, he was a marketer. He had this great marketing idea. He ended up realizing several people wanted to be on his team. And he thought, you know what? They want a health-focused idea. They're not going to pick mine. It's about a marketing company. So what he did was he joined a team, it was Deidre's team, the nurse.
Nurse Advocates.
Nurse Advocates. Her company is up and running now, and it's Nurse Advocates, and he developed her marketing plan. So again, he wanted a marketing idea. He's a marketing guy. He's not working with Deidre's company, which is primarily nurses and health administration, but he did the marketing. So, he kind of get a job out of that, right? Yeah, so I'll make clear, so this one is wide open for any kind of business idea.
Yeah, this isn't the.
And so sometimes it will be themed, and these happen all over the country. So if you're really keen on a certain theme, you can go to the Techstars website, look up Startup Weekend, and you can, or search, I think you can search them, I know you can search them by city, but I think you can also search them by theme if you're looking for that.
So definitely check us out online if you want to kind of get a vibe for what this event kind of looks like. Like you said, it's international. So go on YouTube, search Startup Weekend, and we will have more information on how you can get your hands on some tickets. We're going to stick around for about 5 minutes after this. If anybody else wants to ask any more questions, we're available. Thank you guys, and I will see you soon.